Okay, this is the second part of a question from the WJC GCSE Mathematics Numeracy type paper, from a practice paper, and it's involving sharing an amount in a given ratio. Okay, so let's read the question and let's have a go. A different piece of wire of length 308 centimeters is cut into the ratio of 2 to the 4 to 5. Calculate the length of each of the three pieces of wire. So part A was about fractions of a quantity. Part B is about ratio and sharing in a ratio. Okay, the first thing we need to do then, we are taking a length of wire, 308 centimeters, and it's going to be cut in the ratio 2 to 4 to 5. So we're going to have three different pieces. Obviously the longest piece is the 5 part, and the 4 part will be the medium-sized piece, and the smallest part will be the 2 parts. The first thing we do is work out how many parts this ratio adds up to. So it adds up to 11 parts altogether. So basically we're cutting this wire essentially into 11 parts. 2 of those parts will make up the smallest bit of wire, 4 of those parts are the middle bit, and 5 parts will make up the last bit of wire. Obviously we're not going to cut up in 11 parts because you won't be able to join the wire back together, but you get the idea. So what we're going to do, the reason we do this, we can work out the length of one part. Now one part is then 308 divided by 11. Now this is non-calculator. So you can do this using bus stop, breaking apart, or whatever, or just multiply by 11, using 11 times table, whichever way you want to do it. I'm going to do it quickly here with bus stop. So we're going to divide 11 into 308. How many 11s in 30? I'm not going to bother with 3. I know it's bigger than 3. So I'm going to just look at 30 straight away. How many 11s in 30? Or 30 divided by 11. Well, it's obviously 2, because 3 11s are 33, so that's too much. 2 11s are 22, leaving a remainder of 8 when you take 22 away from 30. Now I have 88, so we call that 88. And how many 11s in 88? Well, that's a nice 8. That's the non-calculator. They don't make it that difficult for you. So one part is 28 centimeters. Now, because we know the length of one part, we can work out the length of the 2-part piece, the 4-part piece, and the 5-part piece. So 2 times 28 will be the 2-part piece, which is 56 centimeters. That's the smallest piece. 4 times 28, 4 parts times the length of one part, will give us the middle-sized piece. Well, because I've already done 2 28s, 4 28s is double that. So that's 100 and that's 12, so it's 112 centimeters. Anything that help you save a bit of time doing the exam, do it. Okay, 5 times 28, non-calculator. What's a quick way of doing this? Well, if you times them by 5, a quick way that can really help you is times them by 10. Okay, so do 28 times 10. Well, that's nice and easy. That's 280. So and once you've done that, 28 times 5 is half of that, because 10 is double 5. You're going to have twice as much. So half of that is 140. And that's a nice quick way of doing that. And that's the size of the third piece. Okay? And that's basically sharing in a given ratio, or dividing a quantity in a given ratio. Okay, thank you very much.